Jealousy with craven whispers, hateful need and endless pain, schemes and seas to hearts interred in trees unmoving, souls enchained, in trees unmoving, souls remain.
The mind wanders, even when the body stands still. It travels through time and space, takes you back to moments long forgotten. I am chained to my physical form. My body is my cage. My imagination is like an eagle soaring in the skies. A tiny boat in the middle of the ocean. Suddenly, the tides turn, dragging me back to the past. I think of happier days, and I despair, because those days are long gone, never to return. Flashes of faces, whispers in the back of my mind, all lost in the river of time. Had I chosen differently, had I gone down another path, who would I be? Would I be free? Is there such a thing as free will? Or am I bound to my fate? Not that it would make a difference.
Very funny. Quit your game, Silas. You're not scary. Are you deaf? I said quit your games. You're not funny, you're not scary, and if you don't come out of the thicket right now, I'm coming in, and I'll give you a beating. Then I'm dragging you back home. Let's see what your parents have to say. You're not scaring me either. Come and get me if you're brave enough. Who are you? Come and find out. Just get lost. I don't have time for silly games. What are you doing in the woods all by yourself? Come out of your hiding spot and I tell you. I can't. I thought you weren't scared. I'm not allowed to. Not allowed to do what? Be out here by yourself? Neither am I. Don't worry. I won't rat you out if you promise to do the same for me. That's not what I mean. I'm not allowed to show myself to you. Or even talk to you. Or any human. Oh well. They'd have to catch me first. Who are they? Polyxo and her minions. All right. Queen Polyxo. She's the lady of the forest, and you see, all of the other fairies are constantly sucking up to her. Pathetic sycophants, the whole lot of them. Who is Hylas, and why would he be playing tricks on you? He's my cousin, and he's 11. I guess that says it all. I'm Daphne, by the way. I know. I'm Phoebe. It's a pleasure finally meeting you. So, what are you doing out here? I've only ever seen you on the outskirts of the forest. With the witch lady. You've got to know, I see everything that happens in these woods. Helena is not a witch. She's a healer. In fact, I'm her apprentice, and it's a great honor. Obviously, I'm in the woods to collect herbs. There's not many herbs in this area. I suppose you could tell. Our Aunt Healer's supposed to be familiar with plants. So, why did you wander off? I didn't wander off. I'm too old to play adventurer. Trust me, I know a slacker when I see one. I should know. I'm not slacking off. Fine. So, I went on a little walk. You see, Helena's really busy today, so she let me go to the woods by myself. Now, my father, he's overly cautious. He hates it when I go anywhere by myself. Right now, I'm supposed to be at work, which means he won't notice. And I love being out in the woods. It's so beautiful here. It's like a whole other world compared to my village. I admit it. Perhaps I did feel like playing adventurer. You're never too old to play adventurer. Just take a look at the hunters. I really enjoy watching them. I follow them around quite a bit, listening to their conversations. Granted, they don't play adventurer like you and me. It's a tad different. They talk of mythical animals and ways to catch them. They're on the lookout, telling stories. Those mythical beasts of legend are quite real, but the hunters wouldn't know that, as fairies would never allow for them to catch more than a glimpse. So, all they do is play a game of adventurer. You're allowing me to see you. This might come as a bit of a surprise, but despite of my incredibly charming nature, I don't have many friends. Actually, I don't have any friends. Unless you count the forest animals, They're quite lovely. I can be your friend. I knew you'd say that. Oh, Daphne. Daphne, when will I see you again? Soon enough. Don't worry. I'll find a way to sneak off. I mean, we're friends now. I won't let you down, I promise. Next time I'll show you around. I know all kinds of places. But I better get going now. Take care. And don't get in trouble, adventurer. This meeting shall remain a little secret. I bet you are a whole lot more likely to get in trouble than I am. See you around, Phoebe. Tell me about the people from your village. What is it like living there? Probably a lot less interesting than living in the fairylands. The people in my village are just regular people. There's Helena, my family, my friends. My father owns a vineyard. My mother's a seamstress. What would you like to know? I could tell you about my work. Or about my family if you want to. But I'd much rather hear you tell me about your world. Can you tell me about the Lady of the Forest? What was her name again? Polyxo. Trust me, you don't want to know about her. She's bad news, and you should pray you never meet her. Can you tell me about the hunters? I do enjoy watching them. Especially this one hunter. He's dashingly handsome. And he's probably the most skilled out of all of them. Everything he does, he makes it seem effortless. Also, he's a bit of an adventurer, like you. I believe his name is Demos? Damien? Demetrius? Yes! Demetrius. Do you know him well? Sure. Well, what is he like? What does he like? Does he have a special girl back in the village? Please tell me he's not married. And here I was thinking I had finally met a girl who wasn't crazy for Demetrius. I could tell he was popular with the ladies. So, he's unmarried? Yes. Now, can we please talk about something else? You sound like a jilted lover. Is there such a thing as a jilted best friend? Oh. I had no idea you were that close. We used to be. When we were children, we were inseparable. He was the brother I never had. We would play pretend. We'd be adventurous. Sometimes we'd be knights. Sometimes bandits. He'd tell me stories. Strange fairy tales he came up with. Some of them were so scary, I couldn't sleep for days. Of course, I never told him that. One time, and that was one of the dumbest ideas we ever had. He tried to teach me archery. I was terrible. I could hardly draw the bowstring. Demetrius told me I just needed to practice, but my fingers were so sore afterwards I never tried again. Why would I need to know archery anyway? To shoot squirrels out of the trees. I'm rather fond of squirrels. He really taught you archery. That's kind of romantic if you think about it. Did he put his arms around you to help you with your aim? No. Also, we were children. I was, what, 7? 8? Besides, we were only ever friends. It's never been like that. I'd let him teach me archery all day. My stupid wings might get in the way, though. Your wings aren't stupid. Now, can we please talk about something else? Anything. Fine. I can show you something. It's pretty amazing. Why not? Go ahead. This is amazing. Next time I'm gathering herbs, I'll just come to you. Unfortunately, I can never sustain them for long. Let me show you something else. This trick is even better. But try not to faint. How did you do that? This is really impressive. Well, I am quite impressive. But I can't tell you my secret. Then it wouldn't be very secret anymore. Let me give you a tip. It's magic. Phoebe, you're... Can't really sustain that one either. Especially getting rid of the wings. It's exhausting. I can transform myself into a crow, too. That way, I'm actually able to fly. You see, these silly wings, they're too small to carry me. All they ever do is get in the way. I wish I didn't have them at all. I think they're beautiful. As beautiful as they are useless. But turning myself into a crow is useful. It's a great way to escape my responsibilities. I didn't know you had responsibilities. Oh, child. Don't you know that as fairies bear the great responsibility of protecting and caring for these woods? But no one ever trusts me with any of the important tasks. Everyone constantly underestimates me. I'm forced to do the most tedious chores. They have me count mushrooms and saplings. I'm forced to pick up unicorn hair and other leftovers. Most of these tasks are completely nonsensical. It doesn't matter if they're done or not. They just want to keep me occupied. I have 3 supervisors to keep me in check. My keepers. None of them ever do anything productive, so why should I? Elpyra admires her own reflection all day. Rylon is a total buffoon, and Stroma is an old, bitter hag who loves to yell at people. Won't you get in trouble for running off? Will you? Even if I do, it's worth it. And they'd have to catch me first. Come, get up. I promise to show you around. Where are we going next? A forgotten place. It's so secret and so old. Even most fairies don't know it exists. But I found it. And now, I'll show it to you. What is this place? It's some kind of shrine. It's ancient. Centuries ago, humans would come here and make offerings to Polyxo. They'd ask for her divine blessing, and if she was pleased with the offerings, the blessing would be granted. So, your typical shrine. Is that Lady Polyxo? I assume so. That figurine is way too friendly looking, if you ask me. Perhaps the artist wanted to flatter her. I would have given her claws. Or fangs. Perhaps I would have sculpted her in the image of a beast. You're certainly not fond of her. Are you humans always fond of your kings and queens? Now imagine living under an eternal tyrant. The others are just too afraid to admit that that is what she really is. Oh. You wanted to ask for a blessing, didn't you? If she's as terrible as you say she is, go ahead. Trying won't hurt. And as long as you don't cross her, you should be golden. What would I even do? Have you ever tried? Don't be silly. As fairies, we are already blessed. Blessed to serve Our Lady of the Forest. Aren't you afraid of someone hearing you speak of Lady Polyxo like that? You said not to cross her. Isn't she a goddess of some kind? One mustn't speak ill of the gods. Why not? They can just strike me down, if they're displeased. The gods shit on people like you and me. We're just books to them, and they crush us for sport. I still don't think it wise to speak ill of the gods. We likely don't understand their true intentions. They're gods, after all. Perhaps it's all part of a greater plan. Feel free to believe that if it makes you happy. But just because the gods might have a plan, doesn't mean I have to approve. So, how would I go about making an offering? Why would you even want her blessing? What's the use? She's the forest goddess. I'm an herbalist. With her blessing, I might find all sorts of rare plants. I could brew really potent potions. Why am I not surprised at that? At what? All you seem to care about is plants. Perhaps you should have been born a plant. Perhaps. All right. I have no idea if this is going to work, but I've read it in this really old book. First, you kneel before the altar and present your gift. Do you have anything to offer? My necklace, perhaps. But it's a gift from my grandfather. I don't think I could part with it. You could just give her something from your basket, perhaps. Hold it up in the air. Yes. Like this. Repeat after me. Lady Polyxo, Queen of the Woods. Lady Polyxo, Queen of the Woods. My Lady of Nature, I bring you these goods. My Lady of Nature, I bring you these goods. I pray you, please accept this offering. I pray you, please accept this offering. If you deem me worthy, grant me your blessing. If you deem me worthy, grant me your blessing. Place the gift on the altar and give thanks. Thank you, my lady. Did you see that? Yes, I did. I had no idea it could do that. Seems like the old hag has been pleased. Let's go. Before anything else strange happens. Daphne! 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 You won't believe what I just saw. The miracle I witnessed. And what would that be? Demetrius taking a bath in the lake. Phoebe, why? Leave him alone. You can't just spy on people. Would you want anyone watching you while you're taking a bath? If it was Demetrius, I wouldn't mind at all. Not everyone is made of stone the way you are. Besides, as fairies we generally see a lot. We're watching people all the time. But if this wasn't one of the best... What are you reading anyway? Helena's notes. She entrusted them to me. In here are many of her findings from over the years. Observations of sicknesses and ways to treat them, recipes for special tinctures, ways the moon cycle influences the potency of certain herbs. Sounds like a gripping read. It is! Helena's writing is quite entertaining, and of course informative. I can't wait for the day you finally grow up. You might not be aware of it, but you're a woman now. Oh, forgive me. I had no idea it was childish to study medicine. You know that's not what I meant. I know. You can't handle the fact that I'm not boy crazy like you. But you see, there's nothing grown up about that. It's the definition of childish. The gods help me if I ever turn out like that. May I get struck by lightning? You act like it's an affliction. You simply can't comprehend the beauty of romance. It sure sounds like a disease of the mind. Who knows? There might be a cure for it somewhere in this book. Hey! Phoebe! Be careful! I have to go back now. It's getting late. Father won't be pleased at all that I spent all day in the woods again. Why does he seem to have such a problem with that? I'm his only child. And the woods are dangerous. That's why you have me. I help you stay clear of the dangerous parts. I'll protect you from the wild beasts. But he doesn't know about you. He worries a lot. He always has. When he was a young boy, his little brother fell down a steep slope while they were playing in the woods together. He didn't pay attention for just a few seconds. My father blames himself for his death to this day. You never told me. It's an unpleasant tale to tell. It might be a while until I can come visit you again. Things are a little hectic at the moment. Harvest time. My parents need all the help they can get. Same as every year.
Daphne, what's wrong? I was watching the harvest celebration from among the trees, then I saw you storm off. What happened? Talk to me, Daph. I'm your friend. I'm sure I can help you. I don't think so. Not this time. Tell me what happened. We'll figure things out. Please don't hate me. I've no idea why he did it. Who? Your father? Demetrius. He proposed to me. He said he had already asked my father for his blessing. Of course, my father would give him his blessing. My parents adore Demetrius. And they never truly gave up on the idea of marrying me off. Calm down, love. Just breathe. He needs to change his mind. If I refuse him, I disappoint my entire family. And he'll probably never speak to me again. Who knows? Maybe even my parents won't speak to me anymore. But I can't marry him. This is shock. It's unexpected. It makes sense that you are confused, unsure. Marriage is such a big step. Are you not listening? I'm not confused. I don't want to marry him. Or anyone. How am I supposed to look after and care for an entire village when I have children of my own to take care of? Besides, I don't love him. Not like that. It's not like you ever tried. You never gave him a chance. It must be so unimaginably hard to fall in love with a handsome hunter you were childhood friends with and who, apparently, really loves you. Just leave me alone. You're not helping. Quite the opposite. You are just saying the same stuff everyone else would say to me. Oh, get over yourself. Are you really this oblivious? You have everything. So why would I pity you? I don't want your pity. You're my best friend. You should be on my side. And you should know me. You should know what matters to me. I love my work. It means everything to me. It gives me a sense of purpose. It's the reason I'm excited to wake up early every morning. If I were to marry Demetrius, I would have to give it all up. And I simply can't do that. Why do you act like marriage and a family are such terrible things? Do you know what I would give for that? Believe me, I would trade places with you in a heartbeat. This is your dream, not mine. It's true. It's true. Your life is my dream.
A dream that I know won't ever come true. You love me, right? Of course I do. Then do it for me. Marry Demetrius. I love him, but I know I can't ever be with him. I know you would take good care of him. You are the one woman I could bear to see him with. So please, marry him. This is insane. Think about it. You're a healer to help people. So help me. Live your life for the both of us. Phoebe, what are you saying? Where's this coming from? I don't recognize you. And you don't really know me either. So this is it! You're just leaving me! Yes, I'm leaving. I need to be alone. Also, are you even hearing the words coming out of your mouth? You sound like a mad woman. And you are clearly not in love with Demetrius. You are obsessed with him. He's all you want to talk about anymore. You keep bringing him up. I can't even mention his name without you fawning over him. What about our friendship? You don't seem to care about our friendship at all. I don't care. You don't care! I would let you marry the man I love. That's how much I care! Only so that you can live vicariously through me. How very selfless of you. Why don't you just go ahead and have him? It would certainly solve all of my problems. It's just a shame he doesn't know you exist. If it was that easy, I would have done so a long time ago. What made me think I could confide in you? I shall visit the shrine tomorrow. Perhaps Lady Polyxo is willing to help. Yes! Go running to the old forest hag! See if she cares! I didn't do it. I swear. Please, I just arrived here. I didn't destroy it. Please! You have to believe me. Please, please. You have to believe me. I didn't do it, I swear. Please. Please. Don't do this. What about my parents? I'm their only child. I'm begging you.
The years go by. Days grow short, grow long, grow short, grow long again. We cusp, we bloom, our leaves fall, and we die, to be reborn in the endless cycle. My mind wanders, trying not to forget the person I used to be, remembering both the good and the bad, remembering the people that mattered, that still matter, trying to keep them alive in my mind for the centuries to come. Stuck in the endless dream, for dreaming is all there is left for me to do, and life moved on without me.
What did she do to you?
Can you hear me? Can you speak? I haven't spoken in years. Daphne, I've been looking for you. I've been so worried. This is no dream. What have you done? I've been looking for you. You were nowhere to be found. And when was that? After you stole my life. 10 years ago. After you tore down the altar! You wouldn't have had to look very hard. You never came looking for me at all. I came! I'm here now, aren't I? For what selfish reason did you come? You lost your touch over the years. You used to have an answer for everything. So glib and self-assured. Drop the charade or get lost. I'm exhausted. I can't keep it up anymore. I'm falling apart. At first, there was all this excitement. I was living the life I always dreamed of. But it wasn't a dream. It was all real. I had love. I belonged. I had a family. I had Demetrius. You had me turned into a fucking tree over Demetrius. You got me out of the way and stole my life. You tossed me away like I was nothing. I killed off Phoebe so that I could be loved. I clipped my cursed wings. I couldn't risk them breaking my charm. I had to be on guard all day long, even during the night time. I never slept much. I couldn't let them see my face. I had to be perfect. I couldn't mess this up. How could I ever forget you? You were all around. You hate me. And I don't blame you. I deserve it. You'll never hate me as much as I hate myself. Phoebe, the half-breed. Her wicked mother ran off with a mortal man. So madly in love. She discarded me the moment I was born. Brought me back to these blasted woods. You see, I wasn't born right. I couldn't exist in the mortal world. I was a winged little freak. An abomination. I was a traitor's daughter. The embodiment of Polyxo's broken rules. Everyone despised me for my mother's transgression. They didn't want me there. But they kept me around. There was nowhere else for me to go. Nowhere I belonged. I wish they had just fed me to the wolves. Then I met you. You were perfect. And you chose to stick with me. I never understood why. But I knew that someday you were going to leave me. And I'd be alone again. Alone and forgotten. It's worse to turn invisible after someone finally saw you. But I get it. I wouldn't stay around for me either. All I ever wanted was to belong. To have a family. To matter to someone. I have 2 beautiful children. I was praying every day for them to come out human. I was begging the gods, begging them to have mercy on my children. And for once, they were merciful. My children mean everything to me. I should be strong for them, but I don't know how. Your children. They don't know who you are. No one does. No one loves you. No one knows you even exist. You are pathetic. Nothing but an envious, miserable creature. Drown in your misery. I don't care. Do you even comprehend the damage you inflicted upon the people in your life? On your husband? On your own children you claim to love so much?
on my parents. I was your friend. You mattered to me. But what did you do? You stabbed me in the back. So don't say you were looking for love. You didn't want it when you had it. I did. I loved you. I loved you more than anything. You loved what I had. Yes, I did. Can you blame me? You had everything. And you were more than ready to throw it all away. You don't know shit! Now leave me alone. And let me at least have my peace. Alcina. Kaelin. Please forgive me. Polyxo! What are you doing? I know you'll never forgive me. I don't deserve your forgiveness, so I won't be asking for it. Polyxo! I know you can hear me! I'm calling you! I played you for a fool! I'm the scum to deceive a goddess! Are you sure you're all-knowing? Then why did you punish the wrong person? You're a terrible excuse for a deity. Polyxo, the lady of shit! Come and get me! Took you long enough.
Does this wretch speak the truth? How do you wish to proceed with her? I shall have her crumble into dust.
No! Don't kill her!
Perhaps death is too light a punishment.
Stop! Forgive me, my lady. But I'm the one who was wronged by her. Let me pick a punishment.
Then decide, mortal. But make haste.
Have her turned into a tree for 10 years. She shall suffer the way I have suffered. Then let her go. Banish her from these woods. She shall never return. Lady Polyxo! Didn't you wrong me too? I did not destroy your altar. And yet you punished me for a crime I did not commit.
I can't return your life to you. Even I can't force the tides of time to turn.
I know my life is lost. I'm seeking recompense.
What do you have in mind?
Allow me to remain in your woods, as one of your own. Let me take care of the forest and its inhabitants.
Follow me.
Give me a moment, if you please. This is farewell. You may never see me again. Why did you show mercy? Did I? You set me free. I didn't do it for you. I couldn't bear watching you fade into nothingness. You probably didn't deserve it. But you used to be my friend. I showed mercy to the friend I once had. Perhaps she's still alive, somewhere deep inside. Maybe Polyxo is right, and death is too light a punishment. You will have to live with your guilt for the rest of your days. I will. I promise. I wish I could stay here in these woods forever.
Why? What would you do all day? Won't you miss your family?
Of course I would. I could visit them. And I'd have you. We could talk all day long, and you'd show me all of the secret places.
Won't you grow tired of me?
Never.
Upon a chance and merry day, two friends would meet in the wood. One was mortal, one was fey. Both were young, and times were good. Both stayed young as long as they could. Each so wondrous to the other, each had all the other craved. Youth preserved their friendly wonder, yet by its nature, youth decayed. By earth's nature, youth was slain. running to each other's realms from lives and pains which overwhelmed, from futures wrought completely wrong, to where they thought they might belong, running to each other's side within the other's world to bide. Jealousy with craven whispers, hateful need and endless pain, schemes and seas to hearts interred in trees unmoving, souls enchained, in trees unmoving, souls remain.